before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you know when we upload. Welcome to Rugby Heads, powered by the Pig Athletic Club, where we cover all things in the world of rugby. My name is Sione, and joining me are our regular rugby nerds, Afonso Domia and former Fijian international Nemani Nadolo. But if you guys thought the Luka Doncic trade early in the week was huge to the Lakers, this is even bigger. We are pleased to announce the newest member of Rugby Heads, traded from the Pack Podcast for $1.50 and a warm can of Pasito from the Nudgee College Nursery, former Queensland Premier Rugby World Champion, Lione Farini.
What's up, mate? Thanks for the promotion, boys. I was in championship last year. Ironside obviously didn't perform, so he's got the and I've got promoted. So here we go. Let's go.
Oh, we're off to a great start.
Just for the YouTube viewers that didn't get the Pack Podcast, because I got rid of all the evidence on YouTube. Freeney's the reason why we got kicked off YouTube, but I'm sure we're going to be all gravy this year. But quickly rundown for this year. It's going to be a huge year. Lions series and also the Rugby World Cup for the women's. So we've got two episodes. We've got an early one where we debrief the action from the weekend just gone, and then later in the week pod where we preview the action and the team list and upcoming matches. Now, a quick little show rundown. We got our performers of the week, then we go around the grounds, preview the action from the Six Nations, when we dip into Super Rugby, and then we give flowers to yesterday's heroes and finish off with our viewers' questions. Now, Freeney, since you're on debut, you want to kick us off with your performer of the week?
My performer of the week goes to Antoine Dupont. Mate, it's like he's in the Matrix. Everyone else is stuck in the mud. He's just threading the needle, doing what he wants, and no one can do anything about it. So he's my performer of the week. Special mention also to you coming off the bench in France at tight head too, Sione. So appreciate that, mate. Really good run you had there.
Thanks, mate. good early shout. And now, Nems, who was your top performer of the week?
My top performer of the week was Scotland number 13, Hugh Jones, with Tupulotu not available. I thought he stood up. And he's really taken on that number 13 role. 3 tries, 13 runs, and I thought he was pretty good defensively as well. So, Hugh Jones, my man of the week or player of the week.
I did have Hugh Jones, but the other one I had was Jamison Gibson Park for Ireland. I thought he was awesome. He set up a few tries there, and then the old fat man track across the field. Once James Lowe made that break, he'd come on the inside, then step off underneath the post. So what a way for him to be player of the match too that game. So he was my player of the week.
You sound like you've already got a stiffy there, mate.
My one was Scotland fullback, Blair Kinghorn. I thought it was great. Sweep around the back, and then also unreal in the air, and every touch he was very confident with the ball in hand. So Blair Kinghorn, I think, is his season over in France, the last 2 seasons, has done in a world of good. So shout out to the Scottish fullback. All right, let's go straight into the action around the grounds. Nems, what were your key takeaways from the France versus Wales game? 43-0.
Not much to cover here. I think we all knew who was going to win. I probably was overboard a bit last week, so I apologise to my Welsh friends, thinking that I'd get 60 on them. They got 40, so I got too carried away there. But look, I was really impressed with the backline, the French backline, Le Blues. They were young guys. You got number 12 and 30 Mofana, Bordeaux, and Louis Barassi. Those guys, I thought they played really well. Young winger on Atasogobe.
Yeah, the
dreadlocks, young, and they all look young. Like, this backline's it's crazy to think that they've still got another good 5, 6, 7 years ahead of them. But again, like Freeney said, Dupont, when he's leading, when he's taking charge, it's a different story. We saw him, taking a few quick taps on that penalty just to get held up as well. To be honest, I don't think there's another player I've seen in a long time other than Jonah. Like, do you know what I mean? Just what he does, but it just kills it. So, like I said, there's not much to take out of it. Just impressed with the way their backline is, the French backline. And you've got to give a shout out to Wales. Like, they're doing it tough. We've all been in teams before where, we rock up and we just want to get out of theirs, by half time. Well, I know I did, a few games I've played in. But so you got to give it to them. You got to feel sorry for them. But in saying that, it's a dog-eat-dog world. So, each to their own.
And Farini, how do you think the forward battle went? The stats show that it was fairly even, but Wales had more ball in hand. How do you think the battle in the forward pack went?
Mate, I just thought the French forwards set a good platform for the backs, and they just ran right. They had good skills, working hard off the ball, and the big boys are doing a job. So I just reckon the French forwards are a bit more dominant.
Alphonse, your key takeaways from the games, and also you did pick the 40 line, so you did get it right last week.
We just got there too. I was a bit nervous there for a sec, but man, just touching on the point we were just saying before, Nems, like he's real heads up. So like, I don't know, he did a crossfield kick off a box kick. Like, that's some rugby away. So, mate, but the other big shout out, you'll like him, friends, is Mavaka, the hooker. Yeah. I think he doesn't get enough praise. He's a very good player. I think he's the best hooker in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but like Japan, like there's little darts, has everyone guessing around the ruck.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a scoot out, then just does a fucking crossfield kick, and you're just like, bloody hell, everyone's just scared. They don't know what he's going to do. Just tackle him, mate. I don't know. Just take his head off. Someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
All right, and over in Murrayfield, Scotland hosted Italy. What were your key takeaways from this game, and who stood out for you?
I felt like Scotland left a lot of points out there. Even though Italy did play well, I thought, but I just thought the Scottish backs, Hugh Jones, you touched on it, Nems, man, what a performance from him. But even their whole backline, Darcy Gray, Duhan van der Merwe and Blair Kinghorn, those are three world-class players. That backline there was a sharp for Scotland. But other than that, I thought they left 3 tries out there easy.
Yeah.
And they let in the intercept try too by Finn Russell. So hopefully Russell can play well next week because they're going to need it against Ireland.
Well, he's going to have to rustle up some form, boys. I'll tell you what, he was horrendous on the weekend. Yeah. I'm calling it. He's not getting the starting spot in the Lions.
Ooh. It's a long Six Nations, mate. Like might turn it around this weekend. Nems, your thoughts on the game and any standouts?
Again, I thought Italy played well for 60 minutes. They've really improved under Gonzalo Consuera, the new coach they have there. But again, 60 minutes is not enough. Just touching on what Fonzie said, their back line, their back three, I think even across all games have been the back three have been outstanding. Yeah. Darcy Graham, he's been on fire, but he's been playing some good footy lately. They can't tackle him either. His footwork. I mean, he set up that try, made that break off a backline move, off a stroke play, but. Yeah, can't go past Hugh Jones. Thought he was the man of the match. Finn Russell, like you said, he probably had not his best game, but in saying that, he's always like that. Always starts off and then come by the end of it, everyone's talking, praising his name. So
true.
They call him the Maverick for a reason. But again, good touches. I actually like the way Finn plays. He's got that sort of Southern Hemisphere style of rugby, like 10. Yeah. Where he just plays up, eyes up, sort of Kiwi sort of style, heads up sort of thing. So, Scotland were too strong. They're actually not too bad, eh?
I reckon they just got that slogfest of Italy. That's what I thought. Italy just played that scrappy style of game and then get bought into it. It just becomes just a bit of a shit fight, which that's where I reckon Finn Russell could take a bit more charge and just play a bit smarter. But 100%. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
I agree.
All right, and then I'll probably game of the round. One of the best games I've seen in the Six Nations. Nems, key takeaways from the England versus Ireland game and your standouts.
Oh, yeah, I got this one wrong again. I backed England boys to beat Ireland, but...
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam. That's why I'm behind a mic and not on the rugby field. No, they played well. I thought it was a good game. Ireland, again, they're just strong. Their set piece, I'm sure for any of you guys will elaborate in the forwards, but their back line, again, I was really impressed with the way they play. So they identify obviously the weaknesses in the England defence, and there's not many. But if you see, they scored 2 tries down the left side, down where Marcus Smith was defending a lot. So they've identified that as a sort of a place where they can go. They scored 2 tries there, and Bundy are key. You know, we see that and we think, oh, that's general play stuff, and they've just got it there. But, mate, that's stuff they would have been watching ages ago, seeing where Marcus Smith is. Not saying he's a bad defender, but, you know, as we all know, some of the 10s will go and defend on the wing, and they scored 2 tries there. And I thought Bundy was strong again. My biggest thing was the 10s. The 10 for Ireland. Look, both gifted players, Prendergast? Prendergast. I actually think Jack Crowley. I'm surprised Jack Crowley's not starting. Yeah. He's a bit older. Like, I get it. Prendergast is like the up and coming, prodigal son sort of thing, and they're grooming him to sort of be the next Sexton. But I just think when Crowley comes on, he's I just think I'd like to see him start at 10 a few times. Obviously, he started there, but yeah, Prendergast a few times there, a few nervous runs and passes. But other than that, I thought Ireland were a good team. You can't leak. England can't let a team like Ireland score those points and expect to come back and win. So, Ireland, they just look strong, and I just think they're going to be thereabouts. They're probably the team that's going to be the Grand Slam, but I've just jinxed them now, so they probably won't get it.
But for any
damn turncoat.
But for any on the forwards, I thought the Curry, like before the match, I didn't think too much about that selection. I didn't think it was a good selection, but eat my hat, I thought England forwards stood up. How did you see the forward battle there?
Mate, Ellis Genge, he's my favourite.
Yeah.
I thought he had a massive game. He's has to be starting loose head, I reckon, for the Lions too.
Agree.
But he is just powerful, mate. He's just whacks dudes. He's physical. He's a good ball runner, and he's fit. But yeah, I just think the Irish forwards, man, they just ground it out. And a lot of good supporting lines. I found like a lot of good breaks from the forwards, but a lot of good, those supporting lines to back up for tries, and it's just good work off the ball, really. And James Lowe was just having a field day. He was just too strong. Yeah. They couldn't stop him. I thought Marcus Smith, I thought he was unreal. It's just that he's kicking. If he can just get those kicks pinpoint and get his goal kicking a bit better, he'll be up there with one of the best. He's just got to get those couple little extra percentage plays sorted, and he'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Touching on what Freeney said, I reckon Ireland are the best in the world in setting early, and they get options front line and back line, and they're just very good at just making the right decision. Because there's a few times there England I thought were a bit shaky on phase play defence, and Ireland were just picking them off. But also I've noticed too, because Marcus Smith was out on the wing, they were putting up the kick a lot to Marcus Smith's side and putting him under pressure. And I thought, maybe if they had the winger there instead of Marcus Smith, maybe that might be a bit different. But Ireland are very good at sticking to the game plan, and just some of those tries were just off nothing, weren't they? Like you saw, obviously, James Lowe, he just busted through that tackle. Bundy beat 3 guys to the try line. Like that's just all just individual stuff. So, the game was close. England were up at half-time too.
Yeah.
The forwards have just got those good silky hands, like with that blocker play at the back when the Ireland sit real deep and they just pass at the right time. The forwards have all got good hands, and that sort of seems to open them up a bit, eh?
Yes, 100%.
All right, and then we'll go into the match previews. For starting off on the first game of the weekend, we got Italy hosting Wales. Now, Nems, no one gave Wales a chance last weekend. They lost by 3 in this game last year. Did you see much from their 43-point loss? Do you see enough there for them to get their first win in over a year?
Wales will win it this weekend. They got to win. We've been cussing them out for a long time. I think they're due for one. You're obviously gonna go Italy, but and record this and clip it. Wales will win.
Ooh.
I agree.
Yes,
mate.
I like it.
Ooh.
I like the confidence.
Mate, they've got some dog in them. They don't give up.
Yeah.
I do love the Welsh, man. They just fucking don't give up. But they just, mate, Gatland's got to go. Sorry, pal. You've got to go. I reckon anyone. Just get Alan Wynne-Jones. Alan Wynne-Jones will sort it out for the rest of the year. But fucking Gatland, you beat it, mate.
Whoa, he said it. He got and said it. Now, the other boys have said that, they see a Welsh win. Do you see it? Do you actually see a Welsh win this weekend against Italy? Improve?
Well, no one's really given them a chance, and so am I. I'm not giving them any chance. There's no way. I see them losing the game. I'm sorry. They're going to go to Italy, go see some sightseeing, and that's about it. That's about it. So
You've got to clip that. You've got to
Italy 13 plus.
Yeah, I agree with Fonz. I thought
Italy 13 plus.
Yeah, Tomasi Allen, he can kick the ball from anywhere against Scotland. He's slotting him in. Breck's in the centre. Mate, their centres are actually decent. Minicello and Breck's there for Italy. I don't see Wales doing a job, because I think Wales, their forwards they're all okay, but the backline's horrendous.
Yeah,
the backline's horrendous. So yeah, I'm going with Fonz. I'm going with Fonz here, 13 plus, but. Can we turn any of you boys to turn your predictions?
I reckon it's just going to be a close one. It's going to be a scrappy match. I'm going to say 20-18 to Wales.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to go. It's going to be electric. It's going to go hard for 60 minutes, and then it'll be who can get to the finish line. 20 minutes to go. I just think Wales forwards will have to save this Welsh backline and look back at them and be like, yeah. And I agree with Freddie. I think it's going to be, actually going to be 22-17.
All right, well, we're going to have to break and go do 2 multis for this week, and we'll see who's going to get it. So me and Fonz will go on one. We'll go Italy 13 plus, and you boys can go Wales 1-12. So
come on, you dragons!
See how we go here.
Let's go! Fire in the belly!
Okay, second game over in Twickenham. We've got England facing the French. Freddie, England showed some patches of brilliance last weekend against Ireland, especially in the forward pack. Do you see England getting over the Frenchies in this one?
No. France are back with the Adidas kit. The only, mate, their forwards are too good. I mean, Natamak, he's going to be having a few weeks off, I reckon, with that shot. So that's the only downfall for France, but their team's too strong, mate. They're going to get Jelly Bear or one of those boys. If Jelly Bear is allowed, if he can be bothered coming in, he's going to get 80 minutes. Mate, France are going to do it. France are going to beat them. England are going to give a stellar performance for 60, but France are doing by 15 points.
Oh.
I'm going to call it 30-15.
Okay. And Nems,
13 plus.
Nems, you already mentioned that out wide the English backline capitulated in defence against the Irish. How do you see this one going against French? Probably one of the best French backlines of all time.
Wow, they're pretty young. They've got a long way to go. I honestly think England will still win the Six Nations, and I reckon they're going to win. They're going to win here. Marcus Smith is going to prove Freeney wrong, and he's going to get a drop goal, and he's going to get the thing in. So,
but
I reckon Marcus Smith will watch his show, and he'll be like,
that Filipino bias, mate.
well, yeah, England. I still think England can win the Six Nations.
All right. So you go.
So England are going to beat France, and it's going to be the game of the round. They'll beat them by 2.
It could be, but it's not going to be.
All right. And Fonz, how do you see this one going?
I felt like donating to Make-A-Wish Foundation after hearing what Nim said, because that's about it, I think. I think, but I don't think it's 13 plus. I think France 1-12.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it's a little bit closer. But France is too good. Where's Pinot, by the way?
But he's
Where's Pinot?
injured. Well, they don't really need to play him, really, because they're carving everyone up.
It's quite handy, though. Far out.
If Jelly Bear's playing, Jelly Bear, or, mate, his attitude, I don't think it'll depend. If he's starting, he'll play well. If he's off the bench, well, he probably won't play, would he?
No, he wouldn't play on the bench.
He'll play.
Yeah.
So, I'll go with Fonz here.
On you, Tony?
No, I'll go with you, mate. 1-12. France, 1-12. I see it in a close one. England improved last week. We'll see.
Can't you, England?
So, looks like we're going to have to do 2 different multis for you two guys.
No. Just do the French. Just do the French one because I don't know. Whoa, I said they were Grand Slam winners last week, and that didn't. Because you were abusing me in private chat, so no.
Oh, no. Okay, mate. All right. And then the last game of the weekend, we've got Scotland hosting Ireland. Fonz, important game for the Scots at home. After what you saw last weekend from both teams, do you see Scotland getting up at home?
Oh, man, I'd love to, but realistically, no. I just think Ireland just have too much in that, and just too much in that team. I mean, Scotland, they need to do obviously a lot better. Obviously, we were talking about Finn Russell. Yeah. He needs to obviously step it up, but Ireland are just too much class at the moment. So Ireland 1-12.
All right. And Nems, Freeney mentioned hooking Finn Russell. They do have probably 3 decent backup 10s waiting in line. Are you changing Finn Russell if you were coach?
No, it wouldn't matter. Ireland will win. I'm actually agreeing with you guys on this one. So okay. No, I just think, look, Finn Russell, yeah, he did play. It wasn't his best game. I don't like saying they played rubbish. It wasn't his best game, but I just think
he does call himself the Messi of rugby. But mate, you're not the Messi if you're having a bad game like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fair play. He's no, I think they'll still keep him, but if he lays off the beers this week, I think he'll do well.
Yeah.
No, I reckon Finn's going to hear this and it's going to give him fire on the belly.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going to have a man of the match performance in a losing side. I'm going for Ireland. It'll be 1-12. 1-12.
All right.
Yeah, right.
We'll lock in Ireland 1-12. Welcome Ironside for season 2025. We'll get into the Super Rugby action. We're just over a week from kickoff in Super Rugby Pacific. We will be running Pack Fantasy League, so all these boys will have their own fantasy team in it. We'll put a link in the bio if you want to try and join our top grade. But everyone, before we start, I'm going to say, before the season starts, I already know who Freeney's going to go for. You start, Freeney. Let us know who you're backing this season. Not who do you think's going to win, but who your team is this season.
Western Force. Nah, jokes. The Reds. Queensland Reds. They're going to win the whole thing.
So Freeney's still on the Reds. Freeney's still on the Reds wagon. Nems, who's your team this season?
Fiji Drew is going to be mine, even though I've played for 2 other teams. Because I know Ironside's going to go Tars, so I'll let Ironside have that.
No, but hold resentment, man, from when you were younger. You know what I mean? They waited too long.
They're definitely not my team. I got a jersey out of it, but more pain than anything. But I'm going the Fiji Drew.
Exactly right.
Up the drawer.
Yeah, exactly right, mate.
And Alex?
Aqua. Yeah, the boys.
It seems like the boys have already chosen your team. Who's your team?
Soiliti.
Well, I actually, I always have to go for the Waratahs, but I actually, for the first time in a long time, feel really confident about how they're going to go this year. A few good big buys, so I think the Tars will easily be the best team in Australia. Probably smash the Reds, even though they're our best friends. But I think that I just look at the team for the last couple of years. I just think they've got such a better forward pack than they've had. And I think they're going to scrum really good against some of these decent Kiwi sides.
Oh yeah.
Well, so it was. And Fonz.
And my big pick for the season for the Tars. Sorry, I don't know if it's part of the segment. I've come in late, but I think Rob Leota's going to have a big one.
No, that's for next week.
He's been. Fuck yeah.
Takarisi, mate.
Yeah, that's for next week, mate. That's for next week's episode. But yeah,
I'm just excited.
Thank you, mate. And Fonz, who's your team, mate? Are you moving?
Crying?
Are you transferring?
Mate, you know me, baby. Chiefs mana, baby. Chiefs mana all day. But I would say this: big loss, Wallace Atiti. Big loss, Wallace Atiti.
Yeah, true.
He's a big loss for them. And Stevenson. Stevenson's missing the first, I think 6 weeks. So.
Where's your cowbell, Fonzie?
So yeah, baby, cheese mana, baby. Let's go.
Oh, nice. Last year I was Melbourne Rebels. I've gone now to Moana Pacifica since Melbourne Rebels are out. So up to Moana. I do see him making the playoff, but we'll save that for next week. And then we go to yesterday's hero, where we give flowers to some of the heroes from the past that the little kids now probably don't know. Freeney, since it's your debut episode, you want to kick us off? Who's your shout out to our heroes from yesteryear?
My shout out goes to one of the unsung heroes of Australian rugby. He was in a time when the run on player for his position just happened to be the best in the world, but he wasn't far behind, just chomping at the bit. And shout out to you, Phil Wall. Look, mate, we're ally as well, so if you want to help us in any way, come through, bro. But yeah, Phil Wall, mate, he was one of my favourites growing up. But a special mention to the Muffy the Kefu that no one really speaks about, Muffy Kefu.
Yeah.
I can't, mate. He was one of the most underrated players, and hell, he could send you. He could smoke you in a tackle. So he's probably one of the biggest hitters I've ever seen.
Yeah, good shout. Phil Wall and Muffy Little. And Nems, who's your shout out? Yes.
Mine is, I'm not sure if Fonz or Ironside will remember this. Definitely Ironside won't remember this. It was back in the 90s, played for the Reds. Every time he scored a try, did a cartwheel on the wing. Every time we'd go watch him at Ballymore's on the tin stand, he'd always do it on the corner there. His name is Barry Lee. He used to play for the Reds. Mate, quick. I think he's a Thursday Islander, so he's from up north. And yeah, mate, every time I watched him play, I swear I just watched him because he always did a cartwheel after every time he scored a try. And he scored a lot of tries too. So Barry Lee, played for Queensland for many years. Don't think he played for Australia, but yeah, he was a Queensland legend.
Yeah, he might have been in the Aussie Sevens.
I remember, Nems, I remember you trying to do that at Nudgee, cartwheel on the wing, and Gledder's told you not to, mate. So he said, mate, you're not fucking Barry Lee. All right, you're a bit thicker than that, so just calm down.
Well, mate, he said a few things to me, that old man.
All right, and Ironside, who's your shout out to 5 years ago?
Well, actually, it's probably might be around Nem's vintage, but Lockie Turner. For Eastwood when I was growing up, and he's a winger, but I remember I used to go down and watch him play at Eastwood because Dad used to go down there all the time getting the piss, and then I'd go ride the cardboard boxes down the hill out the back. But mate, I just think he was one of those type of wingers that wasn't that big, wasn't that quick, but got the job done so well. Marked up against some big boys. Played a fair bit for the Tars, but also always played for Eastwood. Just got a lot of good memories from him. I just think he was he worked so hard. And he was always, in the team. He's probably pretty unlucky at that era to maybe not get a game for the Wallabies because of who was around on the wing for us then. But, Lockie Turner.
Lockie Turner. I thought he did play for the Wallabies. I might have been wrong.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I thought
he was there when I was
might
at the Tars.
Yeah. All right.
More consistently.
More games. Yeah, gotcha,
Yeah.
mate. Sorry, mate. We're still just doing the fact check. And Fons, who's your shout out to yesteryear?
I reckon Nems will know him. Used to play for North Harbour. His name was Viliami Wangasadudua.
Oh,
the winger. Wangasadudua. So. Yes, New Zealand Sevens, played North Harbour, only played 3 years of Super Rugby and then pissed off to France and got some money.
Yeah.
So, man, he was dangerous on the wing. Did you ever play against him then?
Yeah, fun fact, you definitely won't have the video for this. We played Agen. He was at Agen. And I remember marking up against him. And he literally ran, I don't think he ran around me, but he ran around the whole team. And fuck, he was bigger than too.
I think it was footage.
Nah, there was
footage of him actually just fucking doing the old PG and fucking.
Yeah, there's that.
And what gets to do it, Russ, later.
Yeah. Nah, he was a freak of a player. And he was
It's a
still
long
quick.
way to run around you, Nems.
Yeah, well, that's why not many people did. So but even then he'd put on weight as you do when you're in France, and the Islanders anyway. But he was still quick. But yeah, he was a good player in his prime.
One of the boys was saying he had like ridiculous footwork.
Yeah.
I can't remember him, to be honest. I remember him playing for the Chiefs maybe back in the day, but I can't remember seeing him play. But apparently his footwork, like one-on-ones, you just see you later. And
he's small. He's not big. Like he's pretty short.
Yeah. Good shouts there. And guys, if you got a shout out for your heroes from yesteryear, put them down in the comments in case we run out of names to do some research on. All right, and then we've got 2 viewers' questions, boys. First one, what's everyone's hot take? Okay, hot take for the year. Just one hot take.
I reckon only one. Reds and Waratahs will be in the top 4.
Top 4, true. Okay. And Nems, your hot take?
Drua will make the home. We'll have a home final.
Oh, so top 4. Mate,
Good for your back pocket.
it's top 6, isn't it? Yeah, we'll cut that. What Ironside said.
Oi, stop always trying to cut it for me. There's other guys in this bloody chat. In this bloody group.
And Alex, hot take.
The Wallabies are going to win the Lions tour.
Oh,
Like that one. I like that one.
I like that one too. And Fons? It's good that you like that, Fons. Now you're Aussie just like us.
we got it, boys.
Yeah.
Got my passport, mate. Got my passport, so you won't be seeing me going anywhere soon. So, my take would be Australian team and a New Zealand team will be in the Super Rugby final.
Nice.
Just don't know which teams, but there'll be an Aussie team there.
Force
are smoky, mate. They're smoky.
Congratulations on becoming an Australian residency, mate. I'm glad you passed your English test. And, well done.
No, genuine though. Congratulations, Russ.
Welcome.
Did you have to sing the anthem?
Loud and proud, mate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, true.
Forgot the words though. Forgot the words already. So.
So Bledisloe, is it? Are we all in yellow?
Yeah, mate.
What was that, sorry? I'm breaking up, mate.
Sorry.
Sorry, my internet's playing up there. What's going on? Breaking up.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, right.
Okay, mate. And then last question. Freeney, you start off. You and Nems went to the same school. So, who is the greatest rugby talent to come out of your school? And don't say yourself. Maybe try someone else. So, Freeney?
Mate, as soon as you sent through the run sheeter today, Nems sent me a text saying, mate, fucking put in a good word for me. And, I just thought, look, mate, no shit. Look, and look, I know it took a while for you to crack it, mate, but I have big raps with you, and the best was when you kicked a goal to beat BBC in under 16 off the ground. There was no tee. You also told me to say that, but yeah. My actual selections was Junior Palasasa.
Oh, you stole me.
My favourite, that was back in the day, but my favourite, I reckon, we just needed to see way more of him in rugby, Australian rugby, was Sean McMahon, plying his trade in Japan. Yep. And I just think he was our Artie Surveyor. And I don't know what happened there with the Wallabies and him, but, mate, I wish he was still playing for us.
Good shout. And Nems?
Good shout.
Well, I went to 2 high schools. So one, Elton Flatley, I'm going to say from Nudgee. Thought he was, obviously, we all know who Elton Flatley is. And then it was either a toss-up between him and Simon Obongo. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys know some of him, but he was a freak of a player. scared for our lives at some of the parties we went to, but Simon Obongo, big fan of this show. 21 problems, y'all. It was he used to always have the gold chain.
Fucking jacked unit.
Yeah, he's just, so bless him. So, and the other school I went to before I went to Nudge was Corinda High, and my best player out of there was Tavita Kurindrani. Came out of there, played for the Wallabies, went to Corinda High.
Shout out Corinda, OC Oxley Corinda. And Ironside.
Best rugby league player was me. Probably the only one, but my school not known for being very good at rugby. St Pius, the 10th College of Chatswood, but we did actually happen to have the greatest 7 and captain to ever play for Australia, Michael Hooper, attend my school. And he was in year 11 or 12 when I was in year 7, and which makes you blokes pretty old. I remember him playing a trial game against this school, Redfield College, which was, if we were shit, they were 10 feet older than us. They wouldn't let him play this trial game in year 12. He'd come off Australian schoolboys. And Hoop's not being a big bloke. They put him on the last 2 minutes at 9. He just wanted to get on each game. He ran from the back of the scrum at 9 at the 10 after the balls come off and just launched himself and just folded the bloke. This poor kid that's probably never played rugby again in his life, and the ambulance had to come and all that. But if he was just another level at school. So yeah, Michael Hooper.
Good shout. Fons, I know you went to 2 great schools. Who's your shout?
Well, my school here would have been Big Paulie Aloha Mill. Back at State High. He's a top bloke too in his family. His parents used to always come help out. Big Paulie, and the other one back in New Zealand was Tawera Kurbalo. He was another top bloke at Boys High there. He was actually from Darwin, and he's still eligible to play for the Wallabies.
Yep.
So he's actually Australian dual citizen. So Tawera is another. He's another top bloke as well. Never couldn't crack it. Couldn't talk any negative about it. Just a top bloke.
Great shouts. And I went to shout out Westside Christian College. You guys would know this guy. He only went to the school for about a month. Shout out to Tussie. He was at Westside Christian College for about a month. So he's probably the best rugby talent out of Westside Christian College. So shout out. And if you got any questions, make sure you drop them down in the comments or in the link in the bio on our Instagram. Now, boys, shout out Frenny. Kick us off. Who's your shout out for the week?
Shout out this week to Ellis Genge. Hope he just ends some people this weekend. I'm really, really excited. I hope he does. So I know you're listening, big fella. Smoke them for me. In it, Brev.
Ryan picks the Rhino, the English Rhino. And then Nems, who's your shout out for the week?
My shout out is to a good, he's my nephew. He's from Brisbane. His name is Josh Tingiri, JT. He's actually been training pretty hard. He's going to have a big season this year. So not sure if he's going to play rugby, but he's going to have a big season. But I've been seeing his social media. He's been doing 4 a.m. So if you guys follow him, you'll see he's actually inspired me to get out of the bed at 7:30 and do some training. So my shout out, it's probably not rugby related, is to me good man JT. For those who don't know, Ironside, he's very famous in Brisbane. Very one of the big, he's well known amongst the Fijian, the Brisbane community scene. So he's kind of like the Ironside of Sydney rugby. Yeah, he is.
Very famous and very horny.
Whoa.
Hey, mate, cut that out, mate.
Whoa. He might be our sixth crew member, so everyone chill, mate.
We're trying to get him on, mate.
Alex, who's your shout out for the week?
It's all right.
Quick shout out to all the lower graders that are slowly making their way down to pre-season now that it's hit February. A few blokes rocked up to training at North, and it was a Broncos first one off the rank, and I reckon maybe 6 of them, the last time they ran was in September in the finals. So there was a lot of, it was pretty hot, so there's a lot of busted asses down there. So all lower graders everywhere, you're the heart and blood and soul of everything. And that includes all of Brisbane rugby because it's all pretty low grade up there anyway. So, cheers.
Freeney, let it rip.
Yep. And Fons?
Don't bite. Well, don't bite.
Hey, mate, you had your turn, mate. You had your turn, mate.
It's lower than your hairline, mate. That's for sure.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fonz, yeah, got a shout out, mate.
Hey, mate, Fonz, hurry up, mate, Fonz.
Mate,
I just got.
my shout outs to both Freeney and Ironside for the chat today. Oh, had me in tears, both
Mate.
And Nem's had his popcorn out, and mate, it's fucking the funniest thing I've seen today. Oh, more of it. I love it.
Shout out, boys. Boys, thanks for calling in. We'll see you next week. And yeah, enjoy the rugby this weekend.
See you, boys.
All right, Johnny's.
Cheers, boys.
Love you guys.